Okay.
Good afternoon, South Africa, and good evening, India, Singapore, and Hong Kong. Friends, today we are going to have a webinar being conducted by Thilagarajan from Hong Kong, a good application of blockchain applications that is going to be described today. In short, blockchain means it follows an acronym feature called LMPS. L means list of records, M is Merkle tree, P is peer-to-peer communication, and S is the security that is built in the design. The L, which is the list of records, means the blocks. All the documents are called as blocks. And M, the Merkle tree has a classification of cryptography, timestamping, and transaction of data. So all the things that are going to be transacted through this feature is going to have a cryptography. It means a codification that goes in building up the security. Then we are going to have the time stamped on it, the trails can be identified, and then you have a real transaction data that crosses across the platform. The third part is peer-to-peer network, which is nothing but the protocol. It is between the internodes. Between one node to another node, the internode communication happens. And the last is the security in design, which happens through the openness, the transparency that is built in the system. Then you have a distributed ledger. You see whatever is happening throughout a chain of communication. And then final is called the Byzantine flow tolerance. The Byzantine flow tolerance is nothing but which is the algorithm that is going to be built in. Algorithm is the part of AI, artificial intelligence, that features within the structure. Be whatever it is, this is going to be further explained by the speaker. Hence, I'll introduce the speaker and leave the floor to him. The speaker is a very good person who has been experienced in delivering IT solutions across the world, but he started and he is existing in Hong Kong. Passed out in 1988, a mechanical engineer from University of Madras. Within a year, landed onto Hong Kong for implementing MRP, Material Resource Planning, in Hong Kong. And being there for about 2 years till 1991, started this organization called CCAT, which provides software solutions to all the SMEs in Hong Kong and across the world. Today, he is going to talk on implementing blockchain applications, which is a very reliable transactional platform that is being built by them. I now leave the floor open to Thilagarajan of Hong Kong. Tilak, the floor is yours.
Okay. Welcome, friends from Italy, South Africa, Singapore, Hong Kong. So let me share my screen and then start my things. Yes. Is everyone able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let me first explain what is the problem and then tell you what is the solution or what is the solution we propose. Then I will talk about the worldwide situation, and then what is the Hong Kong situation, and what is the drawback with the existing banking systems. Then we'll go in detail into the our current situation in Hong Kong and what is the solution that we are proposing to the SMEs in Hong Kong. And then we will have any interactive or question answer section in the end. Okay. Okay. So we calling this as a new path to the trade finance. Our main objective is to getting trade finance to the SMEs in an easier way. Okay, one way we can say a lot of SMEs not getting their trade finance, and another one is even whoever is getting, they're finding a lot of difficulty. So we want to find a way by which all SMEs can get trade finance and they can get it easily like that way. Let me go to the first thing. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's slow. Okay.
Okay.
First, I will explain what is the problem. Okay, simply we can say the SMEs are not getting the trade finance easily. And worldwide also, more than 50% of the world trade of $8 trillion US dollars is not getting the required finance. So these import-export trading companies who are the 100,000 SMEs in Hong Kong, they all end up in finding of their own way of financing the trade deals. But on the other hand, the banks also looking for their business, because without their finance to these SMEs, they cannot have their business done. So they are looking for a reliable transactions for which they are willing to do the finance. But the problem lies in these trading companies not able to present their complete trade details in a reliable or believable manner to the bankers. That is the situation because of which they are not able to get the trade finance. Okay. So what is our proposed solution? Bringing the SMEs to a common platform and linking them to the banking platform or to the independent banks. By this way, we believe that SMEs could have their day-to-day documentation automatically being recorded, and that could be shared to the banks, which is comfortable for the banks to purchase the bills or go ahead on their financing the deals. Okay, so now I will go to a more clear picture of what is the worldwide situation. As I just told you, worldwide, on the $8 trillion of the import-export trade, only half of which is being financed by the banks. Balance, they are not getting the trade finance. And even the international banking situation also finding this factor, and they are also calling for any reliable solutions or platform-based approach or any new technology approach to solve this problem. Okay, so when I am trying to search on the internet, what is happening to the international solutions which has been launched for the last couple of years, I found there is a Bank of International Settlement called BIS, which has also an office in Hong Kong, has announced a tech challenge. They are saying SMEs still have only limited access to the trade finance, mostly because of the data gaps and the data silos. The aim of this tech challenge is to call the individuals or any companies in the world to find a way by which this problem could be sorted out, or this it will become more accessible to the SMEs from the banking or other type of finances available in the world. I will explain more detail. Okay, so what they are saying is trade finance inclusion for SME is the main objective. It could be by any way of using novel technologies like blockchain, IoTs, or leveraging any non-traditional data or non-traditional companies which is doing the financing, or a platform-based approach, connecting different data sources and making it easier for everyone to access a reliable information so that trade finance could be availed by the SMEs and banks could also do the business. So this is the worldwide situation as I understood as of today from the BS and the Hong Kong Monetary Authority website. Now, what is the situation in Hong Kong? Okay, so let me go and play a video, which is a 3 minutes, which we found in the Hong Kong Monetary Authority website about the Hong Kong solution, which is called E-Trade Connect. The balance will be explained more about in the video. Yes. I'm playing the video now.
Trade finance has been an integral part in the daily operations of manufacturing, logistics, and financial industries for many years. It is a complicated process because it involves many parties and procedures. Sometimes the current technology and systems fail our expectations. Firstly, the process is labor and documents intensive and time consuming. Secondly, financing can be manipulated and prone to fraud. Thirdly, it incurs unnecessary cost due to complicated procedures. With all these, current trade still has low finance rate and often due to failing banks' requirements. This is when a brand new platform, E-Trade Connect, is born. It uses distributed ledger technology, or DLT, and connects relevant parties on a safe and trusted blockchain network by digitalizing trade documents and sharing between banks, buyers, and sellers in the trade finance ecosystem. More trade parties, such as logistics and insurance, will be connected in the future. How does it work? First, you complete a simple registration using invitation code from your bank. After login, buyers can create a purchase order and get confirmation from sellers. Buyers can then submit pre-shipment finance request and sellers can update logistics information. After shipment, sellers can create invoice and get accepted from buyers. Sellers then submit post-shipment finance request. And finally, update payment status. What benefits can a blockchain platform bring to your organization? E-Trade Connect enables real-time updating and logging of data throughout the cross-border network. There is no more waiting for paper documents. Reconciliation of various documents is carried out automatically and digitally. Information flow becomes transparent in the ecosystem. Buyers and sellers can experience seamless financing. Long-term trust can be established within the ecosystem with more participants, such as logistics partners and insurers. As a result, banks are more willing to offer lower interest rates. Transform the ecosystem of trade finance. Be part of the future trade. E-Trade Connect.
Okay. Voice. You're muted.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so we have just seen the video about the Hong Kong solution developed by 12 banks together with the Hong Kong Monetary Authority, which is the central bank in Hong Kong. on this solution, we will also find it very happy that, it will solve the SME trade finance problem like that. But it doesn't work out in the way expected for the last 2 years, because we find a drawback there. It is showing, as you see on the video, they are asking traders to come and make their day-to-day documents on the e-trades connect system, so that they will get the trade finance. But this is not acceptable to the trading company, because it is not practical. They have their own systems. Even in a small company of few people or single man company also, somehow they have their own system to make their day-to-day documents like sales contract, purchase contract, invoice, and packing list. They have anyway been doing, and they have some sort of system to do their day-to-day work. And they are not able to leave that system and come into the Hong Kong Monetary Authority system to make their documents. Because of this situation, they are not, even though there is a good platform has been made, it is not able to draw much people or much trading companies to their system. And I found, when I see this video again now and then talk to the Hong Kong Monetary Authority also, they also accepted, yes, there is a problem exists, and that is the reason they are trying to, or they have announced a tech challenge, or they are talking to companies like us who are providing service to the SMEs to find some ways so that they could connect to the SMEs and help them to avail the trade finance from their member banks. Okay, in this situation, what is the solution that we are saying? Okay, let me first explain what is our situation. We are a consulting company based in Hong Kong for last 30 years. More than 40-50 companies. We provide a solution called Trade Books, which is our cloud-based system for their documentation and accounting system. And we are trying to solve the trade finance problem in our small way possible. Okay, in our system, they do it the whole day. All the staffs in the trading company use our system for making their day-to-day documents. And if we can provide an API to the Hong Kong's e-trade connect, which is the Hong Kong Monetary Authority system for the trade finance with the 12 banks, this can provide API connection to that platform, so that the trading companies can just exchange the document directly to the platform without redoing the documentation in their platform. And they will have the complete visibility of the trade documents, and they could clarify even if any more detail required from the trading company, and they could go ahead with the trade finance to the particular SMEs or each trading companies. Of course, by this way we cannot assure that trading company get the finance or not. That again depends on the banks and their due diligence with the particular transaction and which country the customer is doing all this. But we can enable the platform and the trading company to connect digitally and to make it feasible or easier for them to access to the information, and then the chances of success is more. Let me go to the next one. Okay, so we are not going to demonstrate our complete system and things. Just it's our website is called tradebooks.business, and it helps for a SME or a small trading company to have all their documentation and accounting done. And we will have a separate section if required to complete demonstrate about our system, which will take a longer time period. Okay, so, and what is our next step? as I have explained you just now, we have 40, 50 customers, and we have been serving now for last 30 years. And of course, they will be the first ones to use this platform and help, from the E-Trade Connect to get their banking finance done. And the next approach will be, we are also the consultant to the Indian Chamber of Commerce in Hong Kong, and I have already talked to them. And that is like they have asked us to write to them or give them a proposal clearly so that they could talk to their committee, and then if the committee approves, and all their Indian Chamber members also could come into our platform to avail the banking facility and trade finance from the banks. And what I have just talked to a couple of chamber members, they mentioned even the company who has been getting the trade finance also, due to the corona situation and all, it's become more difficult. They said they will be willing to find ways by which it could be made easier to them, and so that things could move and go ahead even at the corona time and all this difficult times also. And once we are through with the Indian Chamber, and there are so many other chamber like Hong Kong General Chamber of Commerce, Chinese Manufacturer Association, Federation of Hong Kong Industries, Australian Chamber, and each country has their own chamber, like Italian Chamber and African Chamber and all this. We could go all these chambers and help those members also. And ultimately, there are 98,000 import-export trading companies in Hong Kong, and we could reach to all of them who were willing to join our platform and make use of the futures, as well as to get the connection with the E-Trade Connect and get their bank facility. We'll be very happy to serve the large customer base also. Okay, so what is happening worldwide? What are the other platforms available? So just I have been following for last couple of years, and I just listed 3 of them so that you will have a clear picture about the world like that. One, on the European side, there is a platform called vtrade.com, and they have been in operation for last couple of years. But they have also been started with several banks. And what I recently see due to the corona situation is the banks as not supporting this platform with their financial support or whatever. This platform has reduced 50% of their manpower like that. And anyway, we will see how they are coming up, and will even from our platform, we will enable a connecting to this platform so that documents could be exchanged, and they could avail facility from other overseas platforms also. On the US side, there is a consortium called Marco Polo, and their solution is called marcopolo.finance, and that is also a tradeix.com. Is measure of the US banks or companies who are doing trading with the US. For them, this platform is useful for last couple of years. And there is also another platform called HomeGo, which is also a banking and some big corporates consortium. And they are also in operation for last couple of years. And but they are mostly concentrating on the commodities trading market. Okay. And what is our worldwide expansion? Why we want to talk to Italy as well as South Africa friends is these banking platforms is convenient to the banks, but this banking platform is not comfortable enough, or it's not solving the trading companies or small and medium enterprise problems. So what I mean to say is as we are providing this solution in Hong Kong, we expect that this kind of a solution is needed in each countrywide. Like, there is I am saying what is the feasibility of a countrywide individual platform to help the SME in those markets, and then those platforms can connect to the worldwide platforms. This is what I see as a feasible solution. And I request our friends and companies, IT companies in South Africa, Italy, or even any other market to see the feasibility of this kind of a solution. And we'll be happy to coordinate and cooperate with any of those friends to move ahead further. Okay, so that's what is the overall thing what we want to say. And the main objective is we want to welcome advisors, either partners or any suggestions to move it further. And maybe my assumptions, my understanding may be not correct. I am willing to discuss with our friends and any other parties who's could have any idea about this situation, and we could share views and move ahead further. And this is my contact details, which has my email as well as my mobile number. And about the Hong Kong situation and eTrade Connect, those platform websites also given, and you could explore further on to that. That's all that we want to present. And now we can go ahead into the question and answer section. And I could answer.
Thank you, Tilaka.
Yes.
Good presentation. And I have some few questions from the participants. They have texted me.
Okay.
I'll just read out the questions so that you can answer them.
Sure.
Okay. First question, one participant has asked. Okay, you are saying this as a SME's problem. Okay. Can new entrepreneurs also be benefited by using your blockchain feature or platform?
Yes, of course. Any trading company, minimum they need a bank account for them to do international trade. Any company who is doing trading, they require this documentation to be made. They require finance. All those companies, whether it's a one-man company or a 5 people or 10 people company or a 100 people company, all of them need this documentation solution as well as the trade finance area. They all could utilize our platform.
Okay. The second question is, who is going to certify your platform and give reliability status to it?
Very good. For example, when I talked to this Hong Kong Monetary Authority eTrade Connect, they told me to give our profile and also the platform and complete details. And then say any platform which they want to connect with the eTrade Connect, they will check the complete security vulnerabilities and all sort of things. If they allow us to connect to eTrade Connect, means they have checked our security issues, vulnerabilities, and all this. So the same thing will be applied to this trading companies also. So as long, nowadays, all the trading companies connected to the banks for their banking, day-to-day banking things. 10-20 years ago, before, this trading company is not willing to connect through internet to the banks. But now it's a secure platform. They totally trust with the banking level security, and they are connecting with the banks. Same way, our platform also, we are using the similar blockchain technology like the banks using. So it is fully will be secure. It's a bank level security. That's what we are telling our customers. And they are slowly accustomed to that. As they are connecting to the bank, they are connecting to this platform with a complete security. And even if they required, we can enable multi-factor authentication. That means, anywhere they are connecting, they will have a mobile password is being sent to their mobile, and they could put in the mobile password, the password sent to their mobile, that only they can connect. And it like provide them that if even though somebody steal their user account and the password, still they cannot connect because they will not have the mobile authentication, and then they will not be able to go into the system. This is the security features we have.
One more participant has texted. He says, do you wish to address some more population on new ideas for this, like tech challenge?
Okay. Sorry, I don't get what is exactly the meaning.
I know they are some college students. They want to know, like, do you wish to address some more people to get new ideas onto this blockchain development?
Sure. For example, we have been into this industry for last 30 years, but every day we are looking for new technologies, new solution. Even we want to see using IoTs. Is there any more technology solution could be given to our SMEs like that? So we are welcome new ideas, new technologies, which can help our customers to solve their day-to-day problem or to enhance their day-to-day business working.
Okay, one more question is there. They ask you do you have any expansion plans for trade books to enter other markets such as stocks, commodities, other resources, etc.?
No, for example, we want to specialize in the import-export trading company sector, which we know for last 30 years. We want to stick on to this expertise. Even we will go to other countries, but we would like to serve only the SMEs or in those countries. So we want to specialize in providing solution to the small and medium enterprise who are doing the import-export trading. This is what is our specialized area.
Okay. Thank you, Tilaga. Tilaga, can you release your presentation so that I can do the validation?
Sure. I will send by email to you, and you could share to.
No. I'm asking you to release your presentation.
Oh, okay. You want me to close it, right? Okay. I say stop sharing. Yes.
Yeah.
Finish.
Thank you, Thilagarajan. It was really an enlightening presentation by you on new path to trade finance. Okay, and more important is you also covered your competitors who are venturing into it or who are already into it, like WeTrade, Marco Polo, or Trade IX, and Comgo. Okay, see, these people are all big players, and this new blockchain platform, if it gets developed, I think it is going to be one of the few top leading platforms in the world. Best wishes to you, and great success that is required by blessings of God. Thank you for the talk what you have given, and we wish this becomes a success. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for all the participants, and we are looking forward to connect with Italy and South Africa and to help the companies there also. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.